Hello, everyone. I am so delighted to talk to Birgit Visser, who has enrolled into Divine Rebirth and Miracles Are Normal. Welcome, Birgitta. I'm so glad that you are chatting to me here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Dina.
So, Birgitta, tell us a little bit about what is your story about in Divine Rebirth?
It's about, oh wow, I came out of a narcissistic relationship. It's just a label to me, but it's something that I had to go through because I'd known the person for 20 years, not seen him for 15, came to visit me in Spain. In a nutshell, he turned out to be very abusive, whilst I had healed over the years. And so after 3 weeks, I kicked him out, depleted me, called me all kinds of names, bled me dry. We took over my whole home. It was really, yeah, and it's really it was hard because it was like a Jekyll and Hyde situation. He self-medicated. It was like he thought he had a chip in his head, bless his cotton socks. So he had mental health issues, and I think it had to do with his drugs from many years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it really messes with a person's brain chemistry. And I'd done a lot of healing in the meantime, and he had sort of remained stagnant in ways. And rather than progressed, he had regressed.
Mm.
But that is his soul's journey. And I had to really put on my big girl pants and just kick him out. Yeah, I had to get the police involved as well. He's back in the States now. But I'm not bitter about this at all. I carry nothing but love for him. And I always say, and this is what my guides always say, just take a deep bow in gratitude, regardless of what you go through. Yeah, because it's an experience and it's not meant to taunt you, it's meant to elevate you
Mm.
and help you understand what life is all about. It's here to help you elevate your consciousness and just get rid of that ego and that bitterness, so to speak. Yeah, be humble. Yeah, and so because of that, I chose to journey through plant medicine. I'd done Kambo years before, which was a pew priest, but it really
Mhm.
helped me at the time. And I don't like to do my research beforehand. So I did the mushrooms under the guidance of trip sitters, and we went up to the mountains near Alicante. And we also did San Pedro cactus and we blessed it. We did meditation, everything. And that was last year, late last year. And it was powerful for me because I had no idea what to expect because it's great to go in with no expectations. And as I sat there and it hit me all of a sudden, I was like, oh my gosh, I could see myself. And, everything was covered in sacred geometry. Everything, the earth, everything, everything was dancing in the mountains, the trees, the shrubs, you name it. And I just sat there in silence. I had my journal. I journaled a little bit because I was like, no, you just need to absorb it all. And at that moment, even though I understood we are all one, yeah, that moment I understood it
Oh,
because
wow.
we are sacred geometry, yeah, plus energy equates to frequency. And that is how the universe operates. And that is what we are. We are frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the body emits a certain frequency. I think it'll be between 17 and 32 hertz, maybe a little bit higher. But when we listen to, for instance, 432 hertz
Mhm.
or solfeggio frequencies at 432 hertz, it really calms you down.
Mm.
It's not like the pop music, right? That's a completely different frequency. But I understood that right there and then, and it was so powerful for me. And I mean, yes, in the beginning, I saw all these little gummy bears and these 50s cartoon characters with the legs going up. And I'm like, yeah, can I rise above it now? And I was stuck in Dali land. But anyhow, so that was the first thing. And then 3 weeks later, I did ayahuasca. And I didn't do my research, not at all. And that was the
Again,
best way for me. Yeah, it was the best way for me. I knew I needed to do that to heal from the trauma that I had been through. That was really important. And so when I sat there, we had done the meditation and the shaman, he was amazing. And so were the sitters. They were amazing. Um, he said, "Do you have an intention?" And I said and I said, "Yes, I'd like to heal all that's unhealed." Oh, well, great. I thought, oh, great. And so I took the ayahuasca brew and you know, everyone was lying down. So I thought, okay, I'm going to lie down on the mattress. I did. And I was waiting and waiting. I thought, wow, this is easy. Nothing is happening. So, so about 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, it really hit me. It really hit me. And I had to lie down. And it was, I mean, because I'd asked for everything to be healed, it
you
wasn't just this
asked.
lifetime, it was past lifetimes. And then I saw Ganesh, he was egging me on. Oh, yeah, 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 you asked for this. And I mean, I saw so many, I saw the colors, I did see the sacred geometry, but I was throwing up so much, so much. It was so primal. They were a little bit worried about me. And I said, do not. I said, I asked for this. You
Mm.
know, I need to follow through with this. And, you know, you heard the music and then they blew Paula Santo around. And I was just like, and when I had to go to the toilet, right? I'm so Dutch anyway. They just lifted me up and put me down, and they had a puke bucket ready. And I remember just pulling out my hair. I couldn't even lie down anymore. I was just rocking back and forth. And I had the puke bucket right in front of me. And I thought it took like 8 hours, but it was only like 3 hours or so. And because time just doesn't exist. And I did see the Lemurians come by and you know, the dolphins when it quieted down and the downloads. And people were saying afterwards, well, you had a bad trip, didn't you? I said, no, I did not have a bad trip. This is exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I remember driving back at like 7 in the morning as my guide said, Birgit, get out of here now, because I was journaling a little bit after I'd woken up. And I was just like, I was driving back and I felt there was such a release. But not only that, I just smiled and my heart was just bursting. I was so grateful for everything. And I think we should be so grateful for the breath of life because every day that we get to wake up, that's a blessing.
It is.
Yeah. As you know, Dina, we
Yeah.
choose our exit point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet,
No, not even close.
no, no, absolutely not. But it helped me heal from the trauma,
Mm.
you know, and every time we go through something, every experience we go through, it's so easy to sit in that victim mode. But is that going to help you? No,
Mm.
that's the ego going, oh yeah, yeah, keep at it, you know, just sit there and just simmer and just feel bitter and frustrated. And that is not going to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I always
You're
say
right.
we're the universe encapsulated within this physical essence. And if you go against the grind of the universe, how do you expect the universe to dance with you?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And what
It's
I
all
really love about your chapter is that it really gives, such a beautiful experience or beautiful description, the story that you tell about experiencing something like this.
yeah.
So, if someone were to think about going to do that, they can really, have some kind of knowing that, be careful what you ask. Know what you ask
Yes. Yes.
because you're going to get it.
Yes, you are. I, oh, absolutely. And that's the thing with when I did the mushrooms, it was really about I wanted to have a clearer connection with the divine, but I also needed to heal. And that was just really powerful for me to see, hey, wow, this is amazing. Thank you for the confirmation that we're all sacred geometry. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how the world operates. But we don't realize that because we think everything is physical because
Mm.
we're in this physical body. but our body operates because our soul is the battery.
Yeah. But, even today, I walked to the beach and there's a little stream flowing there. And, geometry is really like everywhere. Just looking
Yes.
at the stream and the geometry of the patterns, it's really
Yes.
beautiful, really amazing.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes.
Birgitta, I want to ask you, I know that you have written a few books already. You've also been in I'm So Glad You Left Me.
Yes.
And what inspired you to join Divine Rebirth as a co-author, writing a
And it was a
chapter?
no-brainer. No-brainer. I mean, first of all, it was you. Second, divine rebirth says it all. And just the phoenix. Yeah, we continuously rise from the ashes like a phoenix, should we choose to heal and alchemize our experiences.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And is there any plans? Do you have any plans that you want to do with this book? Or is it, I know you're really a fan, or not a fan, you're really in depth with the quantum field. I
Yeah.
also love working with the quantum field. And do you have any vision about the book, the quantum field, and what it is that you want to accomplish with it?
So are you talking about future books as well?
That too, but especially
Yeah.
now, Divine Rebirth.
Yes. So when we talk about the quantum field of consciousness, and I love Joe Dispenza. Um, there are others as well, but I really love how, how he describes it. Because yes, and like I said, and I already knew this, we are frequency, and the universe doesn't understand lingo, it understands frequency. So it's really about, that's why I say meditation is so important. Yeah. But it doesn't matter if it doesn't agree with your spirit, you have to do what agrees with your spirit. But for me, this really works. And I've had to learn this, that we manifest, we are the architects of our creations, of our life and our experiences. And people say, yeah, but that's not true. I didn't ask for this. Well, actually, you did, because the more negative thoughts are crawling through your head, right? The more you feed that frequency. That's a no-brainer. That's
Yeah,
not rocket
yeah,
science. It is true, but it's really about, yeah, this life is all about remembering who we are and awakening to the divine light within each of us. And it's returning to that love for ourselves. And so when we overcome a lot of things and when we learn to understand that everything is frequency and that we can heal, yeah, because we all have the ability to heal, um, life becomes a lot easier.
mm, I agree.
I agree.
It's really very important to realize that um, yeah, we are the architects, we are the creators of our lives, of our realities. And sometimes as well, we didn't ask for something maybe here in this 3D world, but we asked for that something before we came into this life.
Yes.
We have soul agreements. And
Yes.
if there's a disruption in your life that happens that you didn't ask for, yes, you did.
Yeah, we did. And
Yes, you
I
did.
think, yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't matter where you are in life. Yeah. Look at your reflection in the mirror and take responsibility for your life.
Mm.
Accept yourself as you are in that moment and take the steps to heal, because nobody's going to save you from yourself but you. You've got to be your own super
You
cake hero.
gotta be, I totally agree with you. So on a last note, I want to ask you about your light language
Yes.
and to give us a demonstration, give us a blessing.
You want a blessing for everyone in
Yes,
general, and for new authors and for the authors in the book and just for everyone out there.
yes.
It's whichever way, form, shape, whatever that's called. It, yeah.
Blessings all
Okay.
around.
Yes. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes.
Okay.
Whew. Take a very deep breath in, filled with light. and just let go of all the stresses of the day. And for those that are new to light language, I always say just allow for the codes to wash over you. You may not understand it on a conscious level, and that's okay because it's like minion language. And so, but your soul understands these codes just beautifully, and the blessings will go wherever they're needed to go. Okay, so take another very deep breath in that's filled with light, love, and healing. Hold it and just let that go. Okay, so I'm going to bring through the light codes for blessings. Oh, there's quite a few here. Karena mo iniki ako kulia sa turnini luela lulela makaturne ate tiki tayo makatuta tiki asa kuturne ke peta iniki ta ora niki ata se kiti apako niki makata katukuta ke sikiti ma teta tu tiki makata ta 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 irni anakata tu iki aturni ta siki ata muku ui di atata. It's not just filled with blessings, but it's this giddiness that's coming through and that joy, that laughter, and that love as well that humanity really needs at this point in time. And they're just saying, just allow for this warmth, these colds to flow through your whole body. They're also saying it's really important that you become aware of the blessings that flow through your life. So they're also working on the third eye. Nika suturnita tayo mitite aikia no mia tak ukura ukurnia ta pule la istiki ikia tak nina pu niki ik ha li rat nu mi ati isiki ikini taini o he wa koto ya wa ai you're saying just be gentle with yourself and remember to nurture your soul and your body and your mind and take a deep bow of gratitude at your own feet, at the body that you have been given, this temporary body, to walk through the frames of this lifetime, through these experiences given to you, to understand that you are like a potent elixir. You are that frequency walking the spiral of life, ever, being this continuous evolution of your soul. Uy, Nikita, Niki Yamata, Uwe Namani Yamani Ma. So stand in your I am power and take back that power. Because you are a brilliant, divine, radiant light. Never forget that you are beautiful. Ikmalita kitaku nikita tuete. And we love you and we're gonna leave you. Gonna leave you now to sit in the power of these codes. So whenever you're ready, just open your eyes.
Oh, wow. That was beautiful, Birgitta. I could feel the energy of that. It's really awesome.
I always get very high and hot and flustered.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And everyone, yeah, let us know in the comments how you experience this, how you like this light language, and how you felt the energy of this. And thank you, Birgitta. And of course, as I say, if you feel inclined, we will call to explore if you are ready to share your story in divine rebirth and or miracles are normal. Connect with me, reach out. We'll have a conversation and see if this is the right fit for you.
And miracles are normal.
Miracles are indeed very normal. It's
Yes, they happen every single day.
Around us. Life is a miracle in itself.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Thank you, Birgitta.
Oh, thank you so much, Dina. Mwah! I love you, and I love you all.
I love you.